Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, all the returning friends and family, I already know it's peace and blessings. Give you some time to tune in. Apologies for the pushback, but we here. Not going to be on too crazy, though. Just wanted to chime in with the people for the day. Still been a kind of busy Taco Tuesday for you, boy. So, Tanya, what's going on, baby? James, what's going on, my guy? Colton, what's going on? Hopefully, everybody is enjoying a Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Hopefully, everybody done smoothly got through the work day. Kids smoothly getting through the school day. Yeah, was blessed again to wake up and breathe. Like I said, give your praises where it's due, and just try to make the best of what you can make the best of. Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. Definitely was a good one. Missed it, catch the replay. Um, Today gonna be not so much different, but a little different. Yeah, I forgot. Before I get crazy. Well, I really shouldn't get that crazy at all. I hear you, James. It ain't too windy over here. It did look like it wanted to rain, but and now the sun is out for the rest of the evening. Parents, it's important for you to really sit down and have impactful talks with your kids about, the things that they really want to pursue in life. It is also imperative for you to have the conversations with them when it comes to issues that's dealing with aggression. Kids younger than the age of 18 should not be going in handcuffs or even having to sit up in a little facility just for the just for the wrong statements, the wrong shoot, forget statements. You shouldn't be sitting in there just because you couldn't get in control of your emotions at that time. And not to a point where you can almost take somebody's life. So it really is important for you to sit down and have these talks with them when they are feeling that aggression or when they are feeling the type of way about what's going on, whether it's things within the community, things going on in school, whatever. Sit down and have a talk with them. Just found out a 12-year-old stabbed another 12-year-old, and this was in my area. So, yeah, some parents are really going to have to sit down and really have discussions with their kids the way they need to. Realist, what's going on? Word, what's going on, my guy? Again, no way a 12-year-old should be sitting in a facility or even going to a family court just because of a situation like that. And if it would have got critical 9 out of 10, how do you how do you react to that? Now, granted, because we all been there. We all was young ones. We all been in a situation where we felt like we was ready to take somebody else solely just because. But we didn't do it. Because again, at certain points, we just learned how to beat the odds without having to take the unnecessary steps or the unnecessary shortcuts to do it. The reason why I say that is because, like I said, we have a world full of bullies. As much as we hate to have them, we have them. Some of them do serve a purpose, though, because some of them will at some point give and instill some form of strength in you. Because if you could beat those type of odds, you could beat any odds, right? Some people ain't gonna think that way. And for those who might be on that side of not thinking that way, you need to sit down and have that talk with them. Frugal, what's going on, baby? How mad do you have to be as a child that you were ready to harm somebody's life in that way? I can't solely again just blame the child. Got to go back to the background. I hear you, Frugal. You got to go back to the background. This is why I said in certain instances, much as you want to ignore things, things you just can't ignore because there are people out there with kids as well. Some of those kids are not going to play fair, not at all. Some of them are going to pick and try to accost with yours just because of differences, just like how we see as adults. You don't see the problem right there. You don't see the reoccurring problem. Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, we all been through it. See, like a couple of us have said it. The bullies end up getting bullied at some point. So they do serve a purpose. But it shouldn't be a detriment neither. There are some bullies who have pushed these youngins to the point where again, now they willing to go above and beyond just to get rid of them. Gotta teach them the ways of not just the calm zen, but knowing when to surgically strike when you need to. All right, this person want to keep picking on me. I'm gonna catch them when they least expect it. Prime example, you got those who like to always pick just because they be with a big group. Catch that person by themselves. You'll see that the whole demeanor changes. At least with some of them, it will change because they're not going to expect you to be ready to throw down. They're not going to be expecting you to do anything. Element of surprise, right? Element of surprise could be used in so many different ways. And again, it doesn't have to be costly to anybody. It's just, you know, knowing when to assess the situation, when to attack it. Now, I don't fully know what the hell the situation was because I'm just hearing about it today. But hopefully, it wasn't a situation of bullying going wrong because we've seen that happen on too many different occasions. Bullying going wrong in so many different fashions. And that's the sad part about it. You know, you got to learn to start teaching the ways that look, everybody going to be different. Everybody's going to form their own opinion. They're going to grow into their own person. Not everybody is meant to be the same. Not everybody's going to be in the same crowd, so on and so forth. That's what we need to teach too. World famous, what's going on, my guy? Charlie, you better go get yourself in order, bro. I told you that the last time. Don't be stubborn, bro. Trust me, don't be stubborn. Your health is the number one thing. Without that, you ain't got nothing, bro. I'm glad you are out the hospital, but shoot, definitely make sure you get in what you need to get done, bro. You already know how we do, man. Healing prayers to those who definitely need it. You got some people who are getting picked on, prime example, because they might have a health ailment that they can't help. Still don't mean you're not a damn human being. There's some of you that act like they're not. There's some people who will treat people differently, prime example, because they have cancer. Cancer is one of the scariest things, at least in my opinion, to have. That next to the monster. I'm just going to call it like that. Trying to follow quote unquote guidelines and protocols. I know certain things they don't want you to say, but that's a scary experience right there. And even in those times, you need the right people around you that's going to keep you uplifted and keep you away from the nonsense. Some people will really pick and even get that evil and mock that, but then guess what? I've always believed in the universal law of karma. Poke fun or make fun of certain situations that are not funny. At some point, it will come back to you. We appreciate you for dropping those legs, James. Think Sirius is still on the road, but be safe on that road, baby. For anybody that's on the road right now, be safe on that road. Whether you tuning in or you somewhere stationary, know what it is. This is the problem now. You know, you have to really be wise and mindful of everything again within your neighborhoods, outside your neighborhoods, because you never know what could be the problem. You know, again, some situations will turn sour just because of that. You keep constantly provoking and picking for the wrong situations to happen. Again, it's one thing to know how to defend yourself and know how to, battle when you need to battle. But in the same token, that doesn't give you a right to go out and bully people neither, just because you can't. There's some people out there who try to physically bully you because they can't seem to outwit you when it comes to using the logical mind. Seen that happen. Platty, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. No doubt, Charlie, man, and keep yourself safe, bro. You already know what it is. And it saddens me again because you gotta look at it. Again, everybody gonna be different. They're gonna be different, whether it is dealing with um, physicals, mentals, even the spirituals. Everybody gonna be different. You might think somebody cool, but that person could be plotting and could be evil as all hell. Then you're dealing with different forms of personalities running around. You all co-inhabit this one space, right? This one big space called Earth. And the sad part again is we are not trying to at least teach or guide at least proper protocols needed. Despite how despite how the world might be right now, this is another reason why some of these kids are lashing out. Some of you adults really need to start listening and paying attention to the signs. Serious, what's going on, baby? Taco burritos, taco burritos, taco burritos. But you got to look at it. Just because, prime example, there's some people who think just because they might be bigger, more stronger, more whatever, that they are superior to everybody. But you still might have people that do break down your weak spots quickly. I can remember seeing one dude thinking he was going to punk this dude that was about my height, and didn't end up well for him. Was it a humbling experience? It should have been. Well, I hope he learned something because the way that dude did it, it didn't look real. But then again, it just goes to show you never underestimate anything. You're always supposed to just be aware and be more visual of everything around you. Don't think just because you might have an advantage to some degree on somebody that you're going to have an advantage all throughout life. Nope. Different playing fields, different elements. You might come across somebody you think you're going to bully and come to find out they're going to be having more juice than you. So then you might get bullied. But again, I feel that process should never be repeated. Again, everybody is built different. Should I pick with you because you like the prime example, do the nerd approach, you like to play chess, you like to read, um, explore, do everything else. Should I pick on you because of that? No. Anything you might have knowledge on, son, I probably might come across. Yo, listen, you read about this. Let me ask you about this. Everybody's supposed to be able to grow together and at least utilize each other in a different way and form. And I think it's really important that parents start teaching kids about bullying and everything along the lines, but also how to deal with it. Most important thing. So you won't have issues like some of these school shootings, some of these stabbings outside of school, you know, even some of these quote unquote suicides. Because I believe some of them could have been avoided to a degree. My opinion on it could have been avoided if, again, some of you adults start paying attention. Pay attention when you know you got more than one kid in the house. Again, there should be no reason why we all live in a household and we don't know what's going on with each other. The world is a big enough space for everybody to create, grow, and be their own person. Cool gamer, what's going on? Now you got some people out there who might be borderline weird, or some people will call them weird, period, because they probably do unorthodox things that some people don't do. Um, in that sense, right there, and I'm talking about the good type of weird. Just because a person might like, prime example, doing research, knowledge on bugs and stuff like that, doesn't mean there's some sort of problem with them. They just interested in damn near everything. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with education on any level. You might have people that you think is weird because they probably don't want to be around a big group. No, that's just probably them. They probably might feel too uncomfortable, or they probably just a little socially awkward. Again, that does not mean that they're completely weird. No, some people are just scared because they don't know who's going to really accept them for who they are and who's going to gaslight them, basically. 'Cause we have people who would do that, befriend and gaslight. Then the same token again, be the ones try to be your downfall. Kind of spoke about that yesterday to a degree. So I said it's important to teach your kids a little bit of everything, especially in the world around you. James, what the hell you talking about? Raccoons and cheese? See, Platty, I need you to do me a favor and throw a raccoon at James. I don't know what's going on with him today. Talking about some damn cheese. Let him take it. Let him take it. No, you got to realize that you could be 2 times smarter than me. That don't mean I think anything outside the ordinary. All right, my brother got some knowledge. Brother might be useful at some point. Hey, could be something great. Yes, thank you, Platty. Oh yeah, serious. Make sure you run over James's toe. He opened my damn grill and I want it back tonight. Um, but come on now. You might be 2 times smarter than me. That still doesn't mean you're greater than me or that you're better than me. We just in different elements and we just in different realms of life. And we all coming from a struggle regardless. So don't look at anybody any different. It's a struggle for some again to deal with certain situations that are out of their control. Doesn't mean they need to be judged on it either. In my opinion, bully was always a form of judgment on people. You're bullying those because you think they the weak, think they ain't gonna fight back or strike back, or you just feel you can do it because you got people around you that gonna quote unquote have your back. But then guess what? We've seen situations where things backfire, even when you with your crew, things could backfire. I remember watching a video when these guys was trying to jump this dude. I didn't even know he was a UFC fighter or a Bellator fighter. Solely stood toe to toe with all three dudes and knocked every last one of them out. And he wasn't even the aggressor. I would expect the dude like his size to be always the aggressive one, but nah. Picking with him and he just did what he had to do to defend himself. Don't laugh at that series. I'm dead ass. I want my dead grill back changed. Damn. Oh man. Yeah, good vibes right there. And again, you gotta teach them that everybody in the world is not the same complexion. They ain't gonna be the same shade of person. You might meet one good person, you can meet one bad person. You can meet one person that's just lost in the sauce in life. I meet somebody who was going through a trying time. You might actually be the person that interacts with that person who actually raises them up. You gotta really again analyze things. When you see somebody is really going through it, you try to do the best you can to at least try to put them in the right place. It will come back at some point. Some of you need to teach your kids that just because they can do certain things or that they know how to do certain things doesn't necessarily mean they always have to do it. Time for some of y'all to teach decorum and etiquette, especially classroom etiquette. Because I look at it, prime example, there's some issues that are always going to take place in the schools. You're in a school or you're in a class with more than 30 kids. Not everybody going to be learning at the same pace. You might have one or two who need the extra help. Might have one or two who, again, might need you to repeat one or two things. And then you're going to have a small handful who will be the class clowns, the bullies, the instigators, so on and so forth. But in the long run, um, I've always felt it's an injustice for those who actually do want to learn. I'm gonna lie to you though. Um, it is an injustice because if you got those who are willing to learn, have no issues learning, now you stopping them from actually building and growing something. You need to start teaching your kids again how to have respect for adults, especially people in high places. Learn to start having respect. Like I said before, you see why some of these teachers are quitting or they just purposely getting fired. Because where's the respect that when those ones are really trying to teach what's necessary? Some of them are not just teaching that BS curriculum. Some of them are trying to teach something outside of that. But it's hard to do that when you know for a fact you're going to have situations that are always going to be a hindrance to progress. Like I said a while back, it's time for a lot of you parents to really jump back on the ball of things. And I ain't talking about the ones with adult kids. I'm talking about the ones with the young kids that are supposed to be coming up into this world, or at least supposed to be the future of whatever. Teach your kids that it is important to always gain knowledge on all accounts. Because when you do get older, you don't want to say, well, I didn't learn this, or why nobody ever taught me this, or why am I just now hearing about this? No, they need to learn from when they're young. Prime example, again, they need to learn respect and decorum because you have people who are taking the time out of their day, not because they have to, but because they want to. And again, you're denying other people who want to learn something, who actually want to get a little grasp and a little edge ahead on things. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that neither, but that's been weird, and I've been seeing that in certain chats as of lately too, Platty. So don't feel bad. What the hell going on? It's blasted at. Nonetheless, though, it is true. You know, you should teach them that if they don't want to be a part of something, they don't necessarily have to, but they shouldn't have to disturb others who do want to be a part of something. Just like I could pin this up real quick because it's the truth. Got to teach at home. The kid is only going to be in school, like I said, for a few hours out the day. The rest of the day, solely up to you. And seeing this is the thing, kind of leaves an imbalance. Because to be honest, you should be more mindful of who's teaching what education in that school. You don't want them to be teaching something that could leave them confused, especially going into life. Tamika, what's going on, baby? Again, why disturb a balance and a peace for people when they want to be a part of something? Even if you don't want to be a part of that learning, right? You need to find something that will gain your interest. something that will keep your mind sharp, but also keep you focused, but also give you some form of ideas of thinking. Now that's a whole fact. It's a whole fact, really. You know that. Really a little bit too much of everything. Nonetheless, you gotta roll with the punches, right? That's another thing you gotta teach them. Sometimes in life you gotta roll with the punches. Yeah, you could bob and weave certain dangers in life, but there's other things you're not gonna be able to bob and weave. You're gonna have to fight head to head. You want an opportunity in life to make something great, gotta fight for it. You're gonna have to. Nothing in life is gonna be free and given to you. You have to fight for it and you have to work for it. You know, there are a lot of different ways to coexist amongst people, even the people that you don't like. And again, you don't have to go to a disrespectful bound or anything just to do it. Teach your kids that the right type of friendships and the right type of builds with people, they're going to be worth it. But also be aware of who's for you and who's against you. Some people will say they for you, shoot, even to a point of praising you. But then the minute a slight misunderstanding happens, ain't that same way no more. Again, just know who's really for you. Like I was saying before one time, and I'm gonna say it again. Some of y'all need to teach your kids about responsibility and accountability. Marlene, what's going on, baby? Shout out to the plug, though. Shout out to the plug. Yeah, you need to teach them that. Teach them how to have self-respect, self-restraint, and also make sure they're building up their courage in the right way. Might not be able to travel a road that somebody else is traveling. Might not be your destination. You have to find your own in life. You got to find your own lane. You got to find exactly where you fit in at, right? Even if you're on your own lane, you want the right type of pieces to fit around you. Nothing wrong with that. Again, just be mindful. Because some people will be for you one minute and they'll turn against you the next. Especially if they see that you're growing at an alarming speed, basically. They'll feel a type of way about those things. Teach them how to deal with envious and jealous people. Teach them that they don't always, again, have to go to a negative bout or back and forth about anything. Once a person has truly shown you who they are, you know how to move from there. I ain't messing with you, Platty. You know, darn well you lying. You got all them raccoons in the bag with you when you be traveling. Don't sit there and do that. Don't deny your little babies like that. Don't do that, baby. Nah, but hopefully everybody doing all right today. But it's just a little. This is a brief recap from a while back. Seriously, you parents really need to make sure that your kids are on board for what's necessary in life. Yes, they are supposed to have recreation. They are supposed to have education. Definitely. But again, they gotta have a balance in life to know some things ain't gonna always go the way they want it to go. That's what you need to teach them. Life is not always gonna give you fair opportunity. And when it does give you fair opportunities, you need to be on board and go out there and go get it. See, Platty? See? That's why as soon as you come outside, watch. The raccoons go and jump your dog. Don't worry. Don't worry. You don't bring them New York City raccoons to you. Don't worry. They different. They fight. Keith, what's going on, my guy? I hear you. Plantation life, I know. Yeah, she owe me some kangaroo. I'm trying to get some kangaroo fitted too. Come on now. Come on now. See, Platty, you slacking. But yeah, you gotta take those risks when it comes to those fair opportunities given to you. It's not gonna be easy, but the hard work and the dedication and determination will prove otherwise. Like prime example, if you're thinking about LLCs and stuff like that, and you really are going to get into a form of a business, got to put in the work. Got to have the knowledge on what you're trying to do with it, how you want to build it, and how you want to make it work with you and not against you. Rolo, what's going on, my guy? That's one of them too. Serious, it's the truth. But you really have to start breaking things down from home, because again, your classroom is at home. What you learn at home, or what you witness, and what you experience at home, is what you will reflect into the world outside. Teach your kids that it's all good to read books from time to time. Stop just being glued into the game stations and everything else. Stop being glued into social media all day. Take your time and read. Educate yourself. Work on your reading, your comprehension. That's going to be important for life. Like it's prime example. How do you expect to be a rapper? Prime example. Now, even though some people have succeeded, even though it was loopholes, but still, how you expect to be a successful one if you could barely read or write your own stuff? You could barely even rap your own stuff without it sounding crazy. You gotta have, you know, your enunciation definitely has to be on point. Your delivery needs to be on point. And if that's not on point, you're not getting nowhere. Marlene definitely. So will the Brooklyn ones too. Don't get it twisted. Them Brooklyn ones ain't nothing. They're gonna be on you. you know, teach them everything that is needed. Teach them basic reading, the math skills. Yes, teach them how to invest when they do get money. Teach them how to properly manage money. If they are getting their own money, if they are working, prime example, little part-time jobs and stuff like that. Teach them how to balance things. It will work. Trust me. There's nothing wrong with trying to again teach and elevate. See, I think the problem some people are fearful of growth and evolution. Growth and evolution got to be one of the most, at least in my opinion, the most fondest things in life, especially while you are still able to breathe, move, and make things work. It's a blessing right there. Certain situations in life where you don't got to get critical. If you are in control of what you need to be in control of, get past it, and don't even have to break a sweat. Also, teach them about conflict resolution. Teach them about a little bit of everything that's needed. This way, they won't feel downtrodden, they won't feel defeated, and they won't be depleted at all. They don't have to take an unnecessary step that could cost them their livelihoods, basically. They don't necessarily have to run to the other option just to succeed and grow in life. Got to teach them that, yes, money is important to some degree, but it's not the most important thing in life. It's an essential technically because, again, you need to make sure you have a roof over your head, food on your table, clothes on your back, so on and so forth. It's the only thing is really important for. Other than that, you only get slight gains, especially if it's the shortcut way of getting it. Those benefits will not be long lasting. And if you mess up, that could be your final mess up. Didi, what's going on, baby? You have to make sure that they road to success. Yes, make sure that they're going into it on their own accord. Whatever they want to do in life, as far as when they get older, just make sure that you have their back, that you actually just love, keyword love, love the fact that they are trying to do better and they are going to do what is necessary and what it takes to get to that better stage. Love that fact. Love the fact that your kids have goals and ambitions. Try to help them with some of those goals and ambitions as well too. Again, you have to take time with your kids, not just learn them, not just toss them away, and definitely not just mistreat and neglect them. See what really lies within the children. You'd be surprised to see what kind of elements of surprise, to be surprised. There's some kids that don't even know they got a talent. Prime example for playing instruments. And I noticed that to some degree. Maybe I'm tripping. I noticed that almost everybody noticed they got some form of a good talent when they at the angriest point. I think that's when I found out I knew I could do certain things. I was at my angriest point. And I didn't look back from there. So okay, sometimes you're gonna need that extra fuel and motivation to bring it out. Whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. It's gonna help you bring out what you need to bring out. Gotta definitely guide them in the right direction. Whatever they decide to do in life, if they're happy doing it, if it is going to be a good look for them, and if it's even just going to be a stepping stone for them to get into multiple alleyways, you support them. Don't down them, don't criticize them, don't chastise them. Like I said, if your child could possibly be the next rising superstar but decides they want to be a pet doctor, hey, don't knock it. Still support them, still keep them encouraged. You never put too much pressure on them. You put the right amount of pressure on them so they can just always stay focused and motivated. Don't down their dreams even when it seems unrealistic. It really is about giving a stern balance. And if your household is not balanced to a degree, neither will your kids be. And you gotta teach them something. You have to teach them that the world around them is cold at times. Shoot, it could even be as evil. But there's also good things within this realm that you're walking in. You have ways to grow, be prosperous, keep gaining knowledge and wisdom, passing that along when need to. Just making sure you're at the top of your castle no matter what. Making sure you're in charge of your kingdom, your queendom, whatever. I'm speaking on both ends. There's some women out there that don't see the value in their children until it's too late. And I would urge some of y'all to don't be those type of parents. Don't wait until your child makes a critical mistake to really start being invested in what they're doing and what they was doing. Diamond, what's going on, baby? You have to make sure that your kids are feeling the love, the attention, but also gaining wisdom and also gaining the respect. They need to learn the respect level, though. You have to teach them that. Like I said, they watch everything you're doing. They watch every interaction. And the interactions that they need to be watching are the wholesome ones because, again, you're not trying to corrupt them and you're not trying to basically give them the wrong type of signals. I can't sit here and expect my kids not to gamble. Prime example, if I got a house full of my peoples and we gambling, and we playing dice or we playing cards or we doing something along those lines, again, they are seeing everything that's going on. Some things you might have to put to a limit only because you are trying to, again, incorporate and instill the right type of values. That's why, there's some things that just need to be done privately. Even when you're having disagreements with a significant other, worst thing you can do is really unleash in front of them children. I'm sorry, but it is time for a different course of protocol when it comes to the namesake of these children. Some of y'all are really gonna have to buckle down extra if you want the right type of things to be where they need to be at. You want your kids not to be in a jail cell, give them an option on not being in a jail cell by showing them how to explore the world, showing them how to explore different options, especially reasonable options. My child want to teach self-defense classes. As a grown up, so be it. You're actually doing something good because you're teaching what they need to teach. The basic self-defenses, just in case. And appreciate y'all all for dropping those links. Appreciate you, serious. Appreciate y'all, James. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm mad because I'm smelling steak right now. My bad. And it's not me cooking. So I'm making some good steak, about to mess me up in the middle of my sentence. Oh, it smells that song. Oh, oh. My bad, y'all. My bad. I caught a moment. I'm back. I'm back. Well, I might make some pepper steak tomorrow. Thank you for that good old smell, whoever's cooking. Yes, baby Pablo, yes. But yeah, you gotta teach them that. Teach them that no matter what life deals them, they're strong enough to beat the odds. And that they're wise enough to beat it too. Again, it's solely up to them though. Give your kids the inspiration to keep doing greater things and keep doing better things. Key word is inspiration. Don't force feed and don't ever take away from. Give them that proper strength, proper inspiration. Trust me, it works. Thrill of life is just being successful at whatever it is you're doing, but also being happy at what you're doing. Your kid could have been the next big thing. Prime example as far as shoot, could have been the next big thing as far as an athlete, anything along those realms, right? But if they decide they want to take their opportunities and do stuff that's for the community, even bringing back something in the community so everybody can have. Hey, keep encouraging them to do so. Again, it's solely about what they want to be, not what you want them to be. That's one thing you have to realize too. You can't live your dreams or you can't live your past dreams through your children. Because that right there will set the tone for misery and chaos. You pushing your kid to be a lawyer when your kid doesn't want to be a lawyer. The kid might want to actually be in construction, might want to work with their hands, might want to be a technician. They might want to work in the medical field. Should that stop you from loving them? Should that deter anything? No. Again, you are supposed to inspire them and encourage them. I ain't messing with you, James. I ain't messing with you. I knew you still had my grill. It's all right though. It's all right though. Serious? Matter of fact, serious. Yeah, you and Diamond. I need y'all to definitely hog tie James. I want my grill back. Bring it back, damn it. Platty, make sure the raccoon's biting at his feet. Not gonna keep playing with you, James. I want my grill back. You know, you gotta realize that. Um, life is always going to be again full of surprises. Some of those surprises definitely keep a smile on your face and keep you active. Some surprises might actually put you on the downside. Some surprises you're never expecting, and those are what I would consider those blessings. Unexpected things that happen. Again, but you got to be yourself. Got to be true to yourself, true to the people. Got to be confident in yourself. Knowing that the right things you're doing in your life, that they're being done for the right reasons and not just because it's being forced. Riders, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. She said, yeah, serious hog ties ass. I want my damn grill back. Not gonna be playing with you. Riders, make sure the whole block, make sure James don't get off this block neither. You know, but you also gotta teach them how to be aware of certain interactions. Again, conflict resolution. Again, knowing what to put around you and what not to put around you. And knowing that they are making the right calculated decisions, that is a must. But we got one for today. Let's see if we get another one. For those who are not following me on Clapper, make sure you definitely download the app and follow your boy. Definitely good vibes over there as well too. I mostly wanted to chime in today because again I feel that is an important key step. And again, for a stronger foundation amongst your family and people who actually want to be building and learning something. Again, you must take the time out to remember you are your kids' teachers from the time they step in this world to till whenever. So whenever you close your eyes, you are supposed to still, from time to time, instill some knowledge in them, even when they do get older. Might be something they miscalculated, and you could probably help out without having to do too much. One thing you can't be as a parent is overbearing. And that means you have to let your child make certain mistakes. You have to let your child make certain calculations on their own so they learn from that process. You can't always bail your kids out when your kids are doing wrong. They have to learn responsibility and accountability again. No matter how hard you want to negate that fact, again, they have to make certain decisions so they can learn. But make sure those decisions aren't costly decisions. That's the most important part too. Again, be strong in what you're doing. Be confident. But most importantly, make sure you keep an open mind and an open ear to things. And when something doesn't seem right, again, start having these talks with your kids. Teach them that despite the world around them not being a fair place at times, still could be a useful value no matter what. If you put the right things in the world around you, you'll have that growth and that happiness and that evolution and that elevation that you've been looking and craving for. It's time to learn that. Also learn and teach them. No, let me say this. Let's say this the right way. Also teach your kids that life is critical. And if they make a critical decision, definitely be costly on all angles. If you really love your kids and value your kids, you do right by them. You make sure they're doing right. Keep a close eye on them. It really is what you're supposed to do. Keep your kids protected. Once your kids don't feel protected, that's a problem. When they feel neglected, that's a problem. So again, sit down and have them talks. It's necessary. Do yourself and the world a great difference if you do so. Because we really are sick and tired of seeing certain stories that it's just cringeworthy. But I would also say for those who need to hear it, who ain't parents yet, if you ain't ready for that type of journey, be safe in what you're doing. Don't just bring them in the world until you know you're ready to do so. Not gonna hold y'all all afternoon. Mostly just wanted to do a quick chime in with y'all. I still got one more thing to do before I start this clapper stream. I will be back at 7:30. Um, definitely will be back on clapper at 7:30, and I'll see y'all over there definitely. Always a blessing to bring something to the people, and yet and still we got more work to do. Hopefully somebody did get something out of this. For those who might have just been tuning in, definitely just catch the replay. Appreciate everybody who's been a part and still being a part of this growth on all angles. Whether I say it every day or not, trust me, you all are a part of this tandem. And it's worth it. The journey has only just begun, but we definitely going to make some strides. Everybody that is succeeding on all aspects, I'm definitely proud of y'all again. Keep doing what y'all doing. But yeah, let me get up out of here. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay gang. Shout outs to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. Everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. And that's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real days. And I said we was going to get a second one. Let's see if we get a third one before I end this live. Let's see if we get a third one. Hey, my bad, y'all. I'm gonna have NYPD and FDNY sirens going all through my head and my scalp piece the rest of this week. Even when you sleep. Hey. It was a great conversation as always. And again, for those following me, I definitely see y'all in the next hour. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.